Welcome to the locker. This is season 4, episode 21. I'm your man A. White, along with my man Van Hiles. Back in session. I'm brown like I'm supposed to be. I ain't green. They might have turned me green. It might be green with envy. It might have been green because that money coming. What's up, man?
Man, same old, man. We ain't got shit to talk about though.
We really don't. I mean, we really don't. And out of season, we really don't.
Yeah, shit. Hey, we might as well. What did Russell Simmons say? At the end of Def Comedy Jam.
Faith coming out. God bless
you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this.
Well, come on, it just end with that.
I'm gonna say this though, and I don't really say it to a lot of people because a lot of people I play with, a lot of people I work with in the media industry. I think it's frowned upon to say you can't say, "Did you play the game?" or because you didn't play the game, this. And that's not even where I'm going with it. But
okay.
we like to talk about, and I don't agree with you a lot of the time. I ain't gonna say a lot of the time. I can see your side, whether I initially agree with you or not. If you can draw the points and the conclusions to make me see your side, then okay. Like we cool. Because I can always go back to, as a running back, you not gonna tackle me. The third person or 5 of y'all might. Now, if the coach sets you up in cover 2 and you in cloud, you in the flats, and you make the tackle, then you win. But whole point is in season, basketball, football, even with you in track, because my track, I never got a chance to understand track. I never got a chance to understand baseball. I understand it more now.
Right.
But when we're in season, we are talking about what's happening, what we see happening. Even if you don't agree with me, I'm going to tell you, this is why I'm telling you. Look at his first step. His first step went out. He's trying to reach him. Now, he got beat, but he just wasn't athletic enough or whatever the case might be.
Right.
So when you talk about now, there ain't nothing to talk about. Now it's time for the sports writers, not the players, the sports writers to get creative, embellish, just throw shit out. And I tried. Now, mind you, a lot of these people are my friends, and I'm not hating on them. Some of them got to put it like this, man. I'm gonna let you talk. I don't
No, you preaching. No, you preaching. Go ahead.
Some people, like I know stuff all the time from inside scoop, obviously. But I don't really. But if I tell you I think something, then I might think it. I might strongly think it. And I don't care if you don't listen or not. People come to me all the time. Well, KSR said this. This person said, okay. Well, KSR got inside scoop. So UK done told them something. So they do have that. So is outside of KSR, which is 50-50, sometimes UK lead them astray. This is the time of year where sports writers make stories at the cost of anybody for them to keep their reputation. You know, I would respect a sports writer if your story ain't nothing but facts, including you don't know. And as a sports analyst, at times, if I don't know what the hell you're doing, I don't know. Which also should translate to that I don't think the players knew either. It's why it's a But I done spoke long enough. I think I spoke a good 6 to 5 minutes.
No, that's good, man. No, you're right. You nailed it on that one. I never thought about it that way. This is time for journalism journalism and journalists to prove their worth. Because what we got on now? We got track, we got baseball, hockey's about to end, we got WNBA.
NBA?
WNBA.
Okay. I see where we're going with this.
Yeah, you're right, man. This isn't the heart of of sports, like when football and basketball are on at the same time. Like that Christmas time is crazy. November is crazy. Now you got your college basketball, your college sports on the wind down, your major pro sports on the wind down. Yeah, you're right. It's time to make y'all money.
Well, goings on in Lexington, baseball is hosting.
Right.
We are hosting a series, so I know you're going to be in town shortly.
Yeah.
To help me out and the crew out, Tom Leach and everybody on Sunday Morning Sports Talk. That is interesting. NBA draft. I don't know if people know this or not. The NBA draft deadline is tonight.
Oh, is it?
They have to decide what they. Huh?
I had no idea. I haven't even heard anything about that. Really?
No, I'm saying, okay, it might be people that don't know. Only person thus far, maybe we're going to have breaking news. The only person thus far who's made any kind of comment or selection was Oscar. Oscar decided he's going to stay in the NBA draft. What?
The other one did too. I just saw it.
Oh, it must have been since, okay. Well, that's been since 6 o'clock.
Yeah. It was
Livingston staying? Wait a minute. The other one, I know Toppin is staying. I knew which color staying. I didn't know Oscar. I knew why do I keep on to say Ty? They played the same to me. They both were
Reeves?
You know what the hell I'm talking about.
Reeves?
No, the two guard.
Reeves.
Man, you ain't helping, man. I'm gonna block your ass off the show. You want to keep this shit on.
Reeves.
No. Who was the lottery pick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was talking.
God, man. Case and Wallace.
I thought you was talking about the one. Yeah, I thought you was talking about the three guys who were still had their name in the draft.
No, I was saying for certain. No, I was saying for certain is Toppin is gone and Wallace is gone, and now that Sheboy, so I was saying the three known because we knew Toppin and Wallace wasn't coming back. Period.
Okay, gotcha.
But I couldn't think of Wallace's name.
Sheboy.
So you got news on who? Wait a minute.
Livingston's gone. Livingston's gone.
Reeves coming back to college, not confirmed in UK. And I have heard that from more sources than Cobby Cobb. So Cobby Cobb is spot on, I believe. And Ann wants to confirm that as well. Okay. So So we got 7 scholarship athletes next year. Oh God, Cobby Cobb, man. I love you. I love you like I hate Van. That's how much I love you. But I don't know. Van, you agree with that? Livingston gone is addition by subtraction? Especially with only having 7 scholarship athletes? I mean, scholarship basketball players. And Van seems to be froze. So Cobby Cobb, we're going to get his response on that when he comes back. And I'm with Ann. Ann is chiming in, and I didn't text Ann and tell her to say it. Ann said in her own. Cobby Cobb, I'm of the camp that I don't believe that Livingston got a good opportunity to show what he can do. There's a lot of people I felt like didn't get an opportunity to show what they can do. Now, Cobby Cobb, I will give you a caveat. If your thought process is that Livingston was going to cripple the team by wanting to do things that was not in his skill set to prove to the NBA he can do in his skill set, I do agree with you at that point. But Livingston doing 3 and 4, like NBA, there's really no 3-4. There you have a 1 and you have a 5. You may have a 2. Yeah, there's some 2. Steph Curry and there's some shooters. Like, what do you consider Damian Lillard? A 1 or a 2? What do you consider Steph, Chris Paul? There's some people you consider straight 1s. But there's some 1s that can shoot the hell out of the rock. So 2 through 4 can be anybody. What is LeBron? He pound the hell out of the rock. KD don't really go on the blocks. But so was he a 2? So I just think college may have hamstrung Livingston because they're still position basketball unless you Arkansas, Alabama, and those teams. What's the team? San Diego State like to get up and just run and play defense. That's why Coach Pitino need to get back into big time Power 5 basketball so he can let guys get out there and show what they can do. Take position, if you make college basketball at this point in time, if you can make college basketball positionless, you got something. Because there ain't no jokers and those big dudes who just dominating on the block. If you let your 5 get out and run, and you let your 4 be a 3 or 2, they're gonna be productive. But trying to put them in the box, it's rough. Van, I don't know if you caught what was going on. I see you keep freezing over there. I keep freezing you out, man. We're talking about basketball, talking about 1 and 2. I'm the point guard right now. You the 2. I'm freezing you out.
That's cool. I understand. I don't know, man. This whole basketball thing is so like the football thing. And I'm a guy who's like, we don't know. Because stop comparing it to the old days. Like I said, comparison's a thief of joy. This is not 1985 or 1998 where you kind of know where everybody is. We just went through a recruiting cycle with the football team. During the season, November's, people like, oh my God, the football coaches are getting fat and lazy, and look at our recruiting class. It's blah, 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 and we are not at such and such. And then we ended up with a damn good recruiting class. Some people say, well, they just scrambled at the end and they just lucked up on it. Well, shit, I'd rather be lucky and get a damn good recruiting class, or like back in the day, try your hardest and recruiting class is fucking ranked in the 60s. So whatever you want to call it as a fan, do as you may. I'm going to say this. The worst thing that could happen to Kentucky was for Coach Cal to get a number 1 recruiting class. Because if you are any kind of player who has seen the history of UK basketball, no, Cal is going to play them down freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
He playing the freshmen.
That's why they coming here.
Exactly. So now, with the advantage, or as you call it, what did you call it? You didn't call it the NIL and transfer portal. What did you say is the worst thing that happened to college sports? God, what did you say?
It's going to ruin college sports.
It's going to ruin college sports. That is what's happening to UK right now. The ability to transfer without losing a year eligibility is what had Lance Ware leave, what had Damian Collins leave easier.
You ain't had nothing to do with that.
Who, me?
They act like he was going back to Texas. And everybody keep acting like there was really no good teams in Texas. Wasn't LSU doo-doo last year? Did you have something? Van, you had something to do with that shit, didn't you?
I mean, people don't understand this. This is what other people don't understand either. Houston is closer to me than Starksville or Oxford, for example. Houston is only about 4 hours away from me. And he stayed a little closer to Houston. Well, he's a little north. So he's probably about 4 hours, 4.5 hours here. Dude, I used to go to Dallas for Six Flags when Astroworld went down. So,
well, how far is Austin? How far is Austin from you? How far is
Austin?
Let's talk about some others. Let's talk about some other places.
Austin is about 5.5 from Baton Rouge.
So
yeah, right, dude. Look,
drivable.
Anthony, this is the honest truth. Back in the day when I was young, you ain't that much younger than me. When you go to the airport, it goes straight to your gate, right?
Yeah.
You would rather fly to Houston. But when after 9/11 happened and you had to go there 2 hours before, you might as well drive to Houston. But because by the time you land, get your bags, get your rental car, I'm already there.
Yeah.
So, in essence, Houston is that close to us. The other thing is LSU, brand new coach last year. He hit the portal. I don't know how many guys coming back. He's probably got spots. He's got minutes available. Because we have to understand, like I said earlier, Cal is playing them damn freshmen. It's the truth. So why would I come to UK when I know I have no chance of starting? Zero.
We got minutes available this year, though. We got minutes available.
Right. But, Anthony, how many portal guys are in the portal just to be a backup? If that's the case, I would just stay where I was at. Right? If I'm a backup at University of Texas, and I'm looking at options, and at UK I see, don't they have 6 freshmen or 5? 5 freshmen and 2 sophomores, right? They got 7. 5 freshmen, 2 sophomores. I know those 5 freshmen, at least 4 to 5 are going to start. At minimum, 4 to 5 are going to start. So now
Only
I got to get
4 to 5.
minutes off of them, huh?
It's only 4 to 5. There's no way for 5 of them to start. 3 of them are guards. Okay, well, I see you got your hands in there on this Damian Collins shit. So go ahead.
Hey,
I see you working that voodoo. I see what's that shit y'all have down there in Louisiana?
Voodoo.
People put on it ain't voodoo. I thought it was
Yes.
It's called voodoo?
Yeah, we got voodoo.
I thought there was another name for it. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm not an LSU fan, so first of all, I'm not bringing nobody. My kids are forbidden to go to LSU unless they get a scholarship. Unless LSU going to pay for their college, we ain't even looking at it.
That makes sense, but that's a little strong. Like, I'm not an Ohio State fan, but if I had offspring or my nephews and niece wanted to go to Ohio State and play sports, yeah, because they jacked up with me, hey, you go down and do your thing. We're going to have a list of demands. We're going to be like Craig Yeast. We're going to have a list of demands. But
they will have to pay. They will have to get a full ride, and my kid,
but not in a revenue sport though.
They have to get a full ride.
But you got 2 comments. I'm taking that you play football, so I'm saying I know your son don't play football. Your daughter play basketball.
Daughter plays basketball, but
she's likely not the size to get a LSU offer.
Her likely sport is track. She's really good at track.
So I know you got to keep that in perspective, because everything you're saying is like, if they don't get a full scholarship, I'm thinking basketball, football. I'm not saying, I know your kids don't get that, but you say you don't want to go to LSU because track. What if they were football players? That's what my thing is. I don't like Ohio State.
Still not. No.
Because of y'all had a chance to get one of the coldest things coming out of
No.
Yeah.
No. Dude, I can ride my bike to the river in 20 minutes. Probably less than that. I can ride my bike, take my bike as a little kid to the river in probably less than 15 minutes. So I lived the Tommy Hudson earthquake tremor game. I felt that. I was that close to the stadium. No, I'm not. LSU is not a friend of me. I'd rather my kid go to Southern than go to LSU.
What about Cleveland State?
Hell no.
Okay. Just seeing how biased you are.
No. I'd rather my kid go to La Tech, which is Louisiana Tech. I just said La Tech like everybody know.
I thought it was Los Angeles Technical School.
I'd rather my kid go to University of Louisiana Lafayette than LSU. Well, Billy Napier left to go to Florida. That's the school. I'd rather them go there. I am not a fan of LSU at all.
Well, back to the subject at hand. Let me look at something. Well, I was on football, I was on basketball, and did throw out a good point. The players moved in today. Is why one of my good friends who's really close to the program, cut his vacation short. We talk about coaches, we talking about UK where we at now. One of my really good friends, coach. I mean, he's one of my dudes. I mean, just old punk ass, just old dude. On vacation in Florida with his family from Florida. Came back because the players moved in today. Not because he had to. Ain't nobody documenting this, but I want to make sure my guys and they mamas know, hey, I got your baby. I got him. I'm going to take care of him. Like, it might happen other places. All I'm telling you firsthand right here on the locker. Like, you got motherfucking in Florida. Man, this is only a friend. Don't read into it more. Don't think it's nobody on the coaching staff. It's just a friend. We ain't talking about a plane flight, man.
He drove.
You drove home. Recruiting, driving. Come back off vacation because the players moving in. I want to make sure that they get a welcome. And the shit I told you on. Well, I can't say that because I ain't talking about no coaches. But you catching you picking up when I'm putting it.
I got you. Look. I didn't come this early. This is June, basically, right? When did we come in? August or end of July? I think we came in.
We came in August.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before I don't know how it was when you came. We came in August.
Right.
When we ran the Wildcat run and we started practicing, and they were running like reps, Craig Yeast was going in like on the second or third play.
Oh shit.
So he had been here. It wasn't nothing illegal, but
no. Yeah, he
I didn't know it. I didn't know. Dude, hold on, man. My last semester, I took math, English. I had 2 gyms. I didn't have a gym. I was just in the gym. But I had like 4 study halls.
Damn.
Because I had to be in school.
Right.
I played all the sports. They didn't know if I was going to run track or not. But if I knew, I could have went. Well, no, because I was. No, I still could have made. No. Could I play basketball and win early? I wouldn't give up basketball. I definitely wouldn't give up basketball.
Yeah.
No, because our basketball season didn't end until.
You technically.
No, wait a minute. Our basketball season didn't even start until December.
Yeah. You technically have a winter and spring eligibility left. Technically, you can't play football, but you can go back and run track if you want.
Oh no, I wouldn't mess with track. I wouldn't mess with it. So, you know what the funny thing was? Hold on, Craig Yeast and Kevin Coleman knew the plays when we got there in August. Like they was in early.
They might have came to 8 weeks.
Oh, you know what? Yep, that's what it was. They probably came in the summer. That's probably what it was.
That's why I came to 8 weeks.
That is likely what it was. Because that's what Tim did. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I didn't come until August.
That's when I came.
I didn't come until I had to come. I was enjoying my last bout of freedom. Because once you're on campus, your ass is ball. You got one leg is on ball and chain. You on house arrest. you definitely have a monitor on.
And that's why we sitting here on the locker instead of on UK network or bigger, because we came in, we didn't take that extra summer 8-week session. We didn't take those extra 8 weeks.
No, I didn't.
So we are. That's why we are where we are. With that being said, the players are moved in. I got something I want to talk to you about. This is locker exclusive. So if y'all watch the locker, listen. If y'all watch locker, don't take I'm telling you, I'm not giving you permission. I got to put it somewhere. I'm not giving you permission to take my shit and discuss with KSR, any other radio shows. If I'm telling you something I know, I'm telling you because man, I'm dead ass serious. What do you say? People moving in. What do you say if we got players on our football team that are really fast and run track and don't play football next year? Are you against that? I'm not saying that's going to happen.
I'm intrigued by this.
Well, let's go then.
This is what I'm intrigued by. this can go a whole lot of different angles, and I don't know which angle it is at, because I was at SEC championships that was at LSU, and I actually saw the young man we are discussing right now.
Wait a minute, we ain't discussing anybody. I'm asking, how do you feel hypothetically if that happens?
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
now, if you want to tell us who you seen,
hypothetically, if an individual, we talking about Jordan Anthony. So I saw him at SECs, and it was very interesting to me that he was not with the UK group. He was with another gentleman from another institution. And they were buddy, which is normal in track, because if you're doing an event, you see that same person every meet. So you generate a relationship potentially with another guy from another institution. Not shocked by that. Okay. But a week and a half later, they had regionals to qualify you for NCAA championship, and he wasn't there. So I was like, oh man, I wonder if he got hurt at SECs. Then it come out this happened. So then I start to rewind, because what I do is I put my mind on rewind, because there are some markers that I have set, some bookmarks that I have set for early in the season, that he didn't run at a couple meets, which is not uncommon, because you want to give your guys rest and have them at their best at the end of the season. So I just bookmarked it. So now I come back and like, is there an issue with Coach Green, the track coach?
Or
is there an issue with the football staff not liking him to run track, i.e., missing all of spring football, missing the playbook,
especially when you're not a starter,
missing
or you're
the
not
rep.
second string.
So I was fighting it, which one it is, right? Then I see him tweet that he has 4 years eligibility left, which I've said on this show, I don't think he should play football anymore, because he's an elite.
Man, fucking UK up. Oh my Lord. You just keep. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
You didn't interrupt me. Go ahead.
So when he said I have 4 years eligibility left, that means he wants to play football, because he doesn't have 4 years eligibility left in track. He just fucking used it all. So he only has 4 in football, which then comes back to me where it's got to be the football situation is why he's in the portal. I'm confused. Which one is it?
Let me ask you this. Are you aware, which makes perfectly sense now I've delved into it, I've done my research, are you aware that if your main thing is track,
yep,
and you want to play football as well,
yep,
I say track coach, give him a scouting, because the same shit you just said, man. If you gonna have my player for 6 months and he's not even the first or second stringer, I just need him to pick up weight. I need him to learn route. I need him to catch. I need him that all that off season to get him prepared for those 3-4 months we play.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't have him the whole other 6 and take a break for 2. You can't have him the whole other 8. Maybe you can. Here's the thing. I was not aware that I can't give you a track scholarship and you play football.
Why not? Oh, whoa.
If you're a revenue sport.
Yeah, you know, right. You can't give
because apparently you would be like, hey,
look, yeah.
Hey, Van Houser second, come over here and run track. Come play tennis for us.
But you can split it up though.
Yeah, if the split is good. 50, but football, you only have a certain amount of window.
No. What I'm saying is you can split. Yeah, you're right. You can't hire a football player on a track full scholarship.
Right.
But you can pay half and half. So the football play half, track plays half. At least that's what that's how they did it in the 90s.
I know we had a bunch of you had them too. We had a bunch of players do both. She said, "How long is track season?" I have no idea. The reason I say that, Michelle, because it's indoor, outdoor, is all types of
track season is all year. Now let's talk about this since someone brought it up, and so I can talk track.
Go ahead,
cross country is the worst. Cross country never has a break. Cross country goes from the summer to get ready for the fall because they have cross country in the fall. And once fall stops, they go indoor. Once indoor stops, they go outdoor. Outdoor doesn't end until June. And once outdoor ends, they go right back to summer training for cross country. So cross country never stops. Track season, you come in August, you probably starting to work out right when you get on campus because indoor starts really the middle-ish of November. So you really don't have that much of a break. You probably get a few weeks off in the summer, but then you got to get your ass back to getting ready to build that foundation for track season. So yeah, track is difficult.
And Smizzo brought up a hell of a point.
What's that?
I heard apparently Miami did, and Miami always in the front of doing some sneaky shit. Apparently Miami was sneaking motherfuckers in that just happened to be really good at football but could play tennis. So
get the fuck out of here.
But it wasn't tennis, but something, what I mean. But Smizzo, I think that is the thing that if he wants to do 6 months of track and 3-4 months of football, we got to use the whole football scholarship.
Yes,
that's where I think that when they fixed from what we was raised up on, I think they fixed it where you somebody got to give you a football scholarship and allow you to dedicate that much time to track. Because track, as you know, is more something different. They both two different things. Because he light in the ass,
which is perfect for track.
But like I said, Yeast was light in the ass, but Craig Yeast can get anywhere he need to get untouched.
Craig Yeast was a football player. I'm not sure Jordan Anthony's a football player.
Right. And Yeast had a little something.
Yeah,
his little frame, he was yeah. You ain't never seen him miss no plays.
No.
Right.
So I would say this. Look at the schools that have reached out to him. University of Houston, Carl Lewis, Texas A&M, my man Pat Henry, who used to coach at LSU when they went on those runs of winning national championships. He's at Texas A&M. You got University of Tennessee, got Randolph there. Used to coach at NCAA, North Carolina A&T. Tennessee, well, that's Tennessee. You got Georgia, who's got the USC female who's the head coach there. He's got track schools that I think the football coaches in Auburn, which is interesting to me. Because as I said earlier, he was talking to somebody during that track meet. The kid was at the Auburn. So those schools make sense to me because I truly believe that their football coach is open to splitting time. Like totally open to it. Not like, oh, damn, you're missing time. I know Texas A&M had the running back, a chain. He was their starting running back, and he's a damn good 100-meter runner. Tennessee has some. So it's interesting. I really want to know what the hell happened.
You said starter. The whole point. Only problem I got with any of that is starter.
He's not a starter.
He's
not going to be a starter.
You talking about the people you naming had input on the game.
You right.
He ain't even second string.
You right.
So why? So if I give you, if you recall, my first year to my second year was whatever it was, but my second year to my third year was terrible. I got kicked off the team.
Right.
So my first year to my second year, I had a lot of promise.
Right.
The year I was supposed to play, some shit happened that didn't work out. So I was where I was supposed to be. The situation didn't work out.
Right.
So I'm saying, so we're gonna be in the same position next year if we allow him to run track. And like I said, I'm kind of torn. That's why I love your analyzation. I love the way you broke it down. And my whole thing is I don't have kids. I don't know how much he stands to make just running track.
Yeah.
And I also know he behind Barian Brown, Dane Key.
Yeah.
Richard Robinson only got 1 year left.
Right.
Tavion only got 1 year left. But then you got Anthony Brown, not to be confused with Anthony White. And the crazy thing was, all the other receivers jumped ship.
Yeah.
So you should have been in a pretty decent position. Besides, only person I heard in the backup, Anthony Brown and DeCrell Crowders, because he's been around and injury set him back.
And Liam's coming back.
Did Liam like him?
Touche. Look, you just brought a point that I should have been thinking about, but I really didn't think about. He runs in an event that's similar to running backs, right? Where you can get a running back every year. You know what I'm saying? You can running back, you can click one of them off. Benny Snell was a 2 or 3 star, right? He's in an event that's highly competitive year in and year out for US. That's why some of these MFers go run for another country, because it is difficult. And you can only make money in track 2 ways. Either you got incredible following on social media now, that's the new way, or you better be winning medals at international competitions. So you only got a few of those.
Right.
World championships, Olympics, and trials. Those are the only 3. You make your name on those 3 events. And I'm not sure could he get to that level? Possibly. But he's not at that level now. So Anthony, could he be using an angle to play football? I don't know if you remember Swartz that played for Auburn a few years ago. Wasn't a great receiver, but he got incredible speed. He got drafted totally on speed. Yeah, Taven Austin played for West Virginia.
Yeah.
Hasn't done anything in the league as far as route running and catches, but he's got incredible speed. Is he in the portal? Because, like you just said, or you brought up, he ain't got a real good angle to make money in track. He really doesn't. Could he get a sponsorship, a deal?
Why not? Whoa. Hold on. Why not?
Could he get a brand?
Don't Kentucky have Duke? Can you name how many teams can you name in the country that got sponsorship people just at regular track meets and just in their facilities?
No, I'm talking about, could he get a brand deal after he leaves Kentucky?
I'm saying if somebody tells him, look, we need you to do this. I'm saying, first of all, hold on. Can somebody, I don't know. Can somebody give him NIL now? Yeah. Saying, look, because like you said, if you are all these top shits and you in the top 3, 4, 5, your brand's gonna be, hey, look, we're gonna give you this. If you can get to this, when you done, this is what we got. Anthony. And they come to see Messiah Russell. They come to see Abby Steiner. That's the point I'm making.
Anthony, he's not top 3, 4, 5 in the country right now.
Outdoor.
Yeah.
He was indoor, right?
Dude, indoor means nothing.
Okay, when I was saying, I just heard his name a lot of indoor, and somebody did post.
Indoor, hey, this is how you think about indoor. And this is the easiest thing. Do they have an indoor Olympics? Because if you think about it, they could have indoor during the Winter Olympics, right? I mean, if you think about it, they don't have indoor. Indoor means, dude, there are some people who don't even run indoor. Dude, I know Trenton Holiday. He could. That he might realize that he can't make it, because if you watch him run, and I overheard him talking this, because someone asked, because it seems like he gives up at the end. If you really watch him run, the intensity level of his run seems like he just floating at the end.
Because you don't have the drive phase. That's a word, right?
At the end of the race.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You still should be able to hold out some. So he says fall off is from drive to end is a huge fall off.
All right. So in 100,
I'm missing something.
No, in 100, you have drive phase, you have your max velocity, then you have your deceleration. The people who win are the ones who decelerate the least.
Yeah.
Seems like he decelerating a lot.
Yeah.
So for a sprinter. And he said, I overheard him saying, I was close enough to him. He says, when I try to put the hammer down, is when I slow down. So I thought about that. I'm like, that makes no sense to me. Because if you see him running, he's smooth.
Yeah,
he's skating. Dude, that first 50, he's skating. He gets to about that 80, and that downshift is real noticeable. And he told me, he said, dude, when I put the hammer down, I go the other way, which kind of shocked me.
You think he got a bad airbag or something? He got a faulty airbag? Maybe he done tweaked something trying to decelerate. Maybe he done tweaked something at that speed
brakes
and being little.
Or his anti-lock brakes are faulty and them jokers locked up on him. That's what
I'm saying. Being that little,
yeah,
a lack of muscle mass, you trying to stop that much inertia. I don't know. Like I said, you understand a whole lot better than I do.
I would say this, like you said, he can win indoor, but you don't get money from indoor. The money is outdoor.
Yeah.
The big paydays are outdoor. And that 100, dude, like right now, when we go to trials next year, right? Yeah. I know now we talking track. I know people getting bored.
Carter Hall, now Carter Hall asked him to come on and tell us what's going on. So be cool, man. Because he got to chime in first to see what we talking about. I don't think you raising heptathletes.
This is my last one. So for the Olympics, we have 4 spots because we had the winner for the Olympics. So you get 3 slots per country, but the champion, the world championship, automatically goes. So Fred Curley won championships he won worlds last year. So we got 3 spots open. And there's like 6 or 7 guys who are legitimately good for them 3 spots. 6 or 7, not just 4. We got 6 or 7. We can send 4. I don't see him reaching that potential to what in 5 years. Is he gonna be able to reach that? I don't know, dude. It's the 100 is the hardest. He seems like he don't like the 200. Now that'll be a little easier for
200 got a lot of dig and drive, don't it?
It's a longer sprint. So
but
I don't know.
Hold on. So is any part of that let me ask you this. Let's get to this. Is there any part of that is if I want to play football, he probably got to put on 15 pounds.
10.
Do this. Hold on.
He's
do this, and this. Or like you just said, or I got to work it. Can he do both? Is one question.
Yeah.
And 2, the second question is no. Okay, I want to hear your explanation. Because in football, he has to put on 10 pounds or so, get in and out of breaks, catch footballs. From what you just said, he got to become more than a 100 runner, a 60 runner. So he got to become a 60, 100, 200, which means that drive phase got to get longer, that deceleration phase and that's going to take you, dude, you can't just in a couple months get your shit to be up like that. So it's either way. If he picks one way, can he be successful? And is there any possible way? I got third caveat I might add to it. Is there any possible way that he can do both? And while he's in the transfer portal, everybody's saying, well, where's he going to go? If they said, he wants to play football and he has speed, then what's the first school? And you talking about transferring, what's the first school comes to mind?
Nowadays?
Colorado. Speed. Dion ain't nothing but speed. A fast person don't want nothing but speed.
No, see, that's why I didn't get that. Colorado track team is horrible. Colorado doesn't have.
Hey, what they got to do with me out here?
No, but if he's
trying to let him play football and track,
just like you said, I think he do both. And I'm going to a situation where track is just as good as football. I honestly see him either going to. I can see him going to Texas A&M. I see him going to Houston. I think Houston would probably be a better spot for him. If you really want to think about it, it's like you said, Dion, right? If I'm a DB calling in a portal and I'm good, not just a damn average corner, I'm a really good corner, right?
Right.
I want to get coached by the best.
Right.
Right. If I'm a really good sprinter and Carl Lewis, one of the greatest sprinters in the history of track, is the head coach at University of Houston, I think I might go to Houston. And Houston has a good football team. And it's not at a level of an SEC team where football is king. He can go to University of Houston and might be able to get on the field a little bit easier and not have to probably put on 15, 20 pounds. Put on maybe 5 pounds, which he needs he's going to naturally get big anyway because he's young. So let's say he puts on 10 good pounds. He can go play at UH and then get coached by arguably the best sprinter ever. Why not go to Houston?
Man, I do want to say something, man, because you awful cavalier about this weight thing. Like you awful like, hey, all you got to do. And when I said 15 pounds, you look like, oh my God. Now be honest, man. Don't act like you're great all know all. You not Matt Jones. So let me ask you. So I'm gonna say this. You keep talking about him gaining 5 or 10 pounds. Now, mind you, listen. That's what I'm telling you. Let me look him up. You know his size and weight?
Dude, I
think he's like 150 or 165.
I would say he's 165 max.
Okay, I think he's
not that tall either.
Hold on, let me find him real quick before I make my comment. Okay, okay.
What is he?
They got him listed at 5'9", 156.
Damn.
So he probably 5'9", 152.
I don't think he's 5'9". He might be 5'7.5". I'll give him 5'8". Yeah.
All right. And here's when I made that statement to you. Man. Even the small running back you played with named Anthony White from Twinsburg Heights, Ohio. Dude, I was 6'1". When I came here.
Yeah.
I was 6'1", 171.
Yeah.
That's lighting the ass. I think Craig might have been 170.
Yeah.
That's lighting the ass. He got to put on 20 pounds. If he's literally fake, but if they catch you one time, they mangling you.
Anthony, though. Anthony. Let me see what his time is, because I don't want to say nothing.
You're going to get touched. I don't give a damn how fast.
I know.
Barry Brown found that out.
Anthony, though. You're right. I'm not. You definitely right. But I'm gonna say something of what's the difference, though. You or Craig Yeast didn't run 10.16 in the 100.
I don't even know if I ran 11.1.
you look. Craig Yeast had that get in and get out. Craig Yeast had, as you said, a great acceleration drive fade. He can get in and out and be at 100 in 2 steps. But ain't nobody on our team going all the way to Keo Sanford, to LT, to anybody else who was a track person run a 10.16.
Man, keep it real for the fans. I'm not going to let you do this to the fans. I know you're a track guy. I'm not going to let you do this to the people listening.
What?
You not getting to a 10-1. You not getting to a 10-1.
I knew you was going to say that. Craig can.
Craig probably can get to a 10-8.
I knew you was going to say
Jordan Anthony is going to have to dodge somebody first. And if hold on. No, damn that Anthony. If Van Hals is the corner, because I know you don't want that 10-1 opening up on you.
Nope.
He's going in towards your linebackers. So if he can get the ball, you're going to turn him in. You're not giving him outside. Or you put hands on him and feet. So, Van, don't sit there and say 10-1 is that big of a deal when you talking about teams. No, you run a 10-1. You got to get through traffic or you can get going.
Okay. Let me say this. He runs a 6'5", 60. You don't put him on the line of scrimmage. You put him in the slot.
Ain't Canada. Well, he need to go play in Canada then.
Well, that's for sure. Now that is he get the head start. It's ball game. But here's the deal: you put him in a slot, right? You can run jet sweeps because he's gonna get to the sideline. He gonna get to the sideline. You can run jet sweeps, or you can run. Just imagine 4 verts, and this motherfucker's off the line of scrimmage where you can't easily get your hands on him. Now, I don't know what his wiggle is like. If he got Anthony, if he's got Kevin Coleman wiggle.
At least you ain't say Lance Mickelson.
if he's got Kevin Coleman wiggle, just a little, dude, he's hard. I'm not saying Anthony, he ain't an every down. He's not a first round. He's not gonna be the best. Well, what I'm saying is he can play if used properly. He can't play on any team. He can't play on any team. And he can't play on kickoff return. Don't do that to him. He can't play on punt return. Don't do that to him either. You got 2 options.
Okay, so you're gonna hold a scholarship. You're gonna hold one scholarship for somebody who gotta be like, hey, look, hold on, man. You gonna hold somebody for it's 3rd and 25,
right?
And we need 25 yards.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to get a 50-50 scholarship. 50 gonna be track, 50 gonna be football.
They say 50-50, but yeah, they say if it go 50-50, football loses scholarship. And that sounds a little accurate.
A full scholarship?
If you want a 50-50 scholarship, it ain't like you getting half a scholarship. No, you losing the whole scholarship.
But I can also use the other half.
I'm saying the Wichita College. Sorry, I don't know about the other. I don't know what track does, but track
I can use the other half for another player though.
Huh?
I can use the other half on another player.
You can use 2 halves on 2 football players.
Yeah,
I don't think you can use 2 halves on a. But you don't get a half if the guy plays football and the other half. So you got a half left on football.
Yep.
And you got a half left on track. Right. But I believe you still that scholarship is gone.
Right. I get that. But I still
you losing one scholarship, even if you give it half. Even if you give it half, you losing one scholarship.
Okay. So what you're saying is I can't get 2 players on a half football scholarship.
Right. So essentially you're saying have 3 players on a half scholarship. So so basically if you give him a half and then give a football player another half, but you give another football player half and a baseball player half, you can't have 3 players on 2 scholarships.
I got you. Okay. Oh. That's changed.
Well, Carter, you keep saying he
ain't 5'10".
Tell him to bring that ass in here, boy.
Like that. He is not 5'10". He is.
Hold on, man. Ben, hold on. We want to have him speak for himself. So hold on. We're gonna tell our management.
Okay.
Hey, director, producer, go ahead and put the link out there. Tell Carter Hall to tell him to come on here because they want to hear what he got to say.
For sure.
And I promise to not let Van disregard his height. Because I was a really small running back, which was undersized, and Van was a really big corner, which was oversized. So we ain't got no room to talk.
Mute yourself, because I hear you right here.
So if he wants to come on, we go extra with him. But man, so then the show done got derailed because there were several other things to be spoke of. But let me ask you this, and people we may have to do a survey, poll, and put it in the chat. We're gonna share it. Van Hiles. Okay. So John say, yeah, you can't split. I done heard that in several different terms. If you give half of football, you lose the whole scholarship. So it don't matter.
Used to though.
The money wise is good, but the placement is wrong. So Jordan Anthony's situation, I don't know what the money is looking like as far as NIL. And you got to sit down with futures. So people watching YouTube, Facebook, everybody's involved, Twitter. What do you tell your kids? Because all we hear in the media is, oh, he shouldn't do it. He shouldn't do that. And one thing I defend us as players because I know what we should do as a player. I'm not a parent, but I mentor kids, and I will be I would be like I've never had a lot of money. My parents never had a lot of money. I never needed nothing though, so I wasn't poor. So if it came down to me doing hard work or me taking a risk that could essentially set me back, I would tell my parents, and that's where I live my adult life. Like, nope, I'm not taking on handouts. I'm not. Why do you think the locker is one of the very few places you can get inside information? That's why I'm telling you, stop, don't share our shit with nobody else because we sharing it with y'all because y'all want it. If you feel like you can share somebody else and somebody else regurgitate on Thursday morning, then we charge just like they do. That's not what we're here for. We're here to entertain. And me and Ben was having we had these conversations just on the phone backstage. So we sharing with y'all. We letting y'all in the locker room. So if you feel like you got to share. But my question is, Van, if you have a child in Jordan Anthony situation, and your child is Jordan Anthony, your child is not your children. And fans or people, your children are Jordan Anthony. Your children are not your children because your child probably don't run a 10-1 like Van said, like you got a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds out here running 10-1s and shit.
Right.
So,
I will say this. That's a tough one. Here's the thing. The transfer portal for track is way better than the transfer portal for any other sport. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do this on one of my shows. Here's the deal. Track is so dependent on finding an institution that matches what you are used to. You go to a program, for example, you got the girl Britton Wilson is at Arkansas now. Britton Wilson is the best 400-meter hurler and for open 400 female in college. Period. It's not even close. Right. She's one of the best in the country. I mean, in the world. She started at Tennessee and was okay. She goes to Arkansas, and now she might be Bauman, the Heisman Trophy of track. She might win it as a woman, the female version of it. So maybe Jordan Anthony needs to get to a situation. Maybe the workouts that Coach Green gives him doesn't match what his body and his skill set needs. Maybe he needs to go somewhere else. And as a parent, I would say, let's find a situation that matches your skill set and your abilities better than where you are now. Now, if you go on the football angle, I would probably stay at UK or I would go to UH. I'll go to University of Houston. Those are my only two options. All them other options that I've seen him put out, those are football schools, like traditional powerhouse football schools. They got other dudes like you. They might not run a 10-1, but they run a 10-5 and bigger and stronger and more power. So, and they're football players first.
And don't really need to off season too.
Right. So I would tell him, understanding his situation, and here's the other thing people have to understand too. You can go on a recruiting trip and fall in love with an institution, a program, a coach, the area, and everything else. But when your ass have to stay there all year, some of those warts that you didn't see when your eyes are all like, wow, this is nice, present themselves. And you're like, damn, this really doesn't fit me. So it could be that too. If he wants to leave, I would tell him to go to University of Houston. That's me not knowing the ins and outs. But if he wants to play football and run high-level track, that's where I would tell him to go.
I'm going to ask you a question. 2 questions, Van. 1, does University of Houston have a scholarship to waste for that? Now, I ain't going to say waste. And 2, if University of Houston is that cold on track,
yeah,
well, we'll take you. You might be right, though, because we'll take you over here as long as our coach willing to give you one of his spots.
Right.
Because they're not going to give him full scholarship. If it's the way you sound, if we need to develop him and do all this other stuff, does Houston have that? Or are they used to bringing people in that have the long stride, that has everything already in place? All we got to do is put our regimen on you, and itself is plug and play.
Yeah, I would just say this, and we both know this. Cornerbacks in the SEC are a little bit different than cornerbacks at, I think, University of Houston plays in the American Conference, probably. I think they play in the same conference as Tulane. I guarantee you, the corners in that conference, in the third corner who's going to play in the slot, is now on the level of SEC corner. So he might have a better opportunity to be more successful.
AAC.
Yeah, yes. So he has a better opportunity to be more successful there than he would in the SEC.
Do some cleanup. Do some. I seen a comment on here I really liked earlier, and I'm Madison Lilly returns UK as assistant volleyball coach. Good shit. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm liking that now. The new age, we getting the opportunity to return as coaches. You know.
Yeah, that to me highlights how much of a student of the game she was when she played. Because coaches ain't gonna give you that shit just because you're ex-player, right? So her ability to be able to teach and scout and put together a game plan, etc. Kudos to her.
And you gotta think about it. You spot on, because on the basketball bench, who we got? Tyler Eulis, Rajon Rondo, two smartest guys in the game. And football, Anwar Stewart, John Slarman, two guys. Like I said, and it ain't really so much knowing football, is your ability to translate the game to these players. Because
dumb it down.
If you can utilize them at some point, then that's all it is. You're trying to get Tim Couch to run an option, you shouldn't be the coach there. If you get rid of that coaching staff and bring in a defensive coordinator that was top 5, top 10 in the country, and you bring in a coach who blitzes 99% of the time on some of the fastest receivers and quarterbacks in the country, you don't deserve to have a job here. We done finally got coaches who got some competency and gonna hold people accountable. But the people that are bringing in, the people we have as student assistants, and I mean not student assistants, but grad assistants, and have worked their way into positions. Like even the center, Drake Jackson.
Yeah.
He was undersized, but Drake Jackson was cold. So I'm saying tight end. We got CJ Conrad was one of the best tight ends we had, which you start naming off James Whalen and Larry Vaught's homeboy. Played in the NFL with Peyton Manning all them years. Jacob Tammy. Then, man, how do you not? I know you don't drink, so I don't know why you over there. You keep on being lost in the sauce.
Because you played with them, I didn't.
I ain't played with Jacob Tammy.
You didn't? He came right after you then.
I came right after you.
Right, so I know you.
Let me go back to the thing. Somebody asked, does Devin Leary have the arm to throw to him on the fly or to Cutter Bowley?
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't really, like you said, it ain't really, correct me if I'm wrong, it ain't really about having the ability to throw. You don't wait for that motherfucker to get 30 or 40 yards before you throw. And that's a long ass time. 30 or 40 yards is like, what, 5 seconds after you foot fire?
If a quarterback throws the ball 60 yards in the air, the defensive line needs their ass whooped. Period. Unless he's just throwing it off the snap and he got a fast shoot like that, he got 1, 2, 3 and just throwing it that far. No, man. You will never see I would say this: if you go play action, you have a better shot. You got to play action, you got a better shot.
Moonshine, man. You're supposed to put us on there just like everything else. When you
Moonshine.
move, first thing you need to put on your Palm Pilot was
the
locker.
You said Palm Pilot. Shit.
The locker Wednesday. Look, every Wednesday of the month. Locker Wednesday,
Moonshine.
9 p.m.
No.
We haven't changed the time in a long time.
Anthony, all Moonshine gotta do is put the notification thing on YouTube and it'll ding. So now.
And if you don't, Moonshine, follow Ann, follow Carla Hall, Smizo,
Cobby
Cobb, Michelle.
Lacey even came back today. I saw Lacey today.
Yeah, Lacey. You know, Lacey working funeral business, man. She been busy out there. She worked next to the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
I try and keep my conversation short with her. She started asking me too many questions. Hey, how much insurance you got on you? Hey, I ain't with all that. Isn't Devin Leary considered a great vertical thrower by most services? Because it's timing. Go ahead. I'm gonna let Vance say it. Go ahead.
Nope, we said he got a better processor. When I got a Pentium chip up here, 1, 2, 3, I'm letting it go. That's the difference.
Peyton Manning didn't have no arm, did he?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
No, he did not.
And he tore our, not when you was there, the year after you left, he tore our ass up on them verticals. Him and T. Martin. Well, T. Martin that's all he must have.
Yeah, Peyton been throwing a bad ball since high school.
That's Louisiana football for you. That's Louisiana football. What was the guy we got from Louisiana? Whatever happened with him?
Who?
Quarterback.
Guy that played at A-Mitt.
I keep wanting to say Cunningham for some reason.
No, I can't think of his name now. He played at A-Mitt County. Got dog left-hander.
Can't remember his name.
I'll find it if you give me a second.
Oh, I can look him up on here. This thing, I really didn't want to spend that much time on it. But what did Carter Hall's last question was? Well, oh shit, I don't know why I did that. Damn, he was a long time ago.
Who?
I ain't found him yet, but I'm looking.
Yeah, it had to be 2018, 2019.
I put in 2017, and he wasn't on 2017. Somebody Gilmore,
yep.
But it didn't show up on there. That was off my noggin. That ain't had nothing to do with UK's site. They probably ain't got him on there no more. You know how they do.
Yeah, Gilmore.
That's your perfectly placed ducks. It's perfect. Yeah, so whatever happened with Gilmore? That's how y'all do down in the bayou.
Look, dude.
Duck throwers.
And I'm gonna talk about this too. I don't know when, but I'm gonna bring this up. When you get to college, there's a whole lot of crap that people don't get that can affect a young person, man or female or male, that can derail their progression of their sport. Sometimes I've coached high school football last year for the first time. There are a lot of coaches that are not teaching the game. Like truly teaching the game, the why and where. They are teaching, this is just my fucking concept. You just do this. Don't think about it. Just do it. And if you look at that team, they it's a 2A school and they have like 6 studs on that team. I don't think none of them have panned out. One on went to Alabama, one on went to LSU, one came to Kentucky. I know one went to La Tech. Because there's something about, even if you lose, but the thing about football is about the players. If you're not preparing them for the next level of life, it could be sports, life, college life, whatever. you are failing as a coach. And some of these kids are not prepared. They don't know the why. So Armani comes to Kentucky where he was one of the better quarterbacks. Now he's just like everybody else. Everybody can throw the ball 50 yards. Everybody can throw the ball through a window. Everybody can do this, but can you think the game? Can you throw it to the right guy at the right time? Can you help a player whom is lined up in the wrong spot? If I call a formation and it's supposed to be trips left and they come out in doubles and you look up and like, okay, that looks right. And it comes like, what the fuck? I want trips. And you don't know as a quarterback?
It's so weird.
That's a problem. Because little did he probably know, as a quarterback in college, you got to know what everybody does. Yes.
I may or may not be wrong, and I'm not insinuating, but I'm going to venture to guess that his quarterback coach might have been hand shooting. So you can't blame him for not knowing shit. And here's a list that Carter Hall has so readily provided for us.
Who is Jones? Carter, who is Jones? What's Jones first?
He must mean the kid from Akron, Ohio.
No, we don't call him that, Carter. We just call him Coleslaw. Coleslaw.
Jones.
Yeah, who is Jones, Carter Hall?
He might be thinking about, I think he thinking about the dude from
Scalzo?
No, that ain't even close. Like, you talking about a common last name. That one cat did have a common last name. It wasn't Jones, though. Unless he meant Hulk.
Mac Jones. Yeah, but Mac Jones never came here.
Nobody we didn't get.
Yeah.
Carter, man, and Wood. I was thinking Wood or Carter, you need to go to bed, man.
Carter took a nap to watch our show. He lively right now.
See, this is based off what you said, and this thing has stayed with me for a long time. And you know what I talk about coaching. When I was in Pee-wees, and I started Pee-wees when I was like 5 or 6. Like I had just turned 6. Like I was below the age, but I was bigger, so they allowed me to play. And I always played running back. And we had a tough game, and we kept calling the off tackle play. So I would hit it at tackle, and just be just
mosh pit.
Yeah, mosh pit, and I'll bounce that thing. Stiff arm the first person to come up, boom, gone to the house. So I scored 2 touchdowns in a big game like that. We come to practice next week. Hey, what they call me? A-Train, come here. So we're gonna run so-and-so. When we run this, we want you to go do exactly what you did last week and bounce it. Okay. Go up in there, boom, bounce it. Oh, shit. I'm out here tussling with people. Different game plan. My thought process all along, why not just tell the fucking tight end or the tackle, when we run this play, take outside, let him deal with the inside. Basically, once everything get washed in, I'm going to see it. So they still, because if I'm running inside the tackle should be, where you looking? The tackle should be blocked out. So a good defense, like everybody, we were semi-successful my 3rd year in Pee-wees, but it was just that. And there's those type of people coaching in Pee-wees. To my high school coach, when I'm playing corner in the practice, a guy runs a post, and I burst out of it, and I'm running behind him, and the ball's overthrown. What the hell are you doing? You never turn your back to the damn receiver. You can't do that. Hold on. And I know damn well I'm a UK playing running back. Come over here. I'm over there with y'all. We one-on-one. The Joker. Open up. Pew, he gone. What the hell, Coach Smith? What the hell are you doing? Stepping in the damn bucket.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Like, ain't this about a bitch, man? No. When you do this, you spin and you just burst out of it. You get speed burst. Yep. I'm thinking back like, dude. So I'm telling you, this all relates to there's certain people out there, like Van said, if you're not translating, you shouldn't be coaching people because nobody put like I was a good athlete. So basically, if I did something wrong, you would give me a second chance to fix it. If I wasn't, you may not give me a second chance to fix it. I'm going off what some idiot told me. But
yeah,
that's
true.
That is. Where we at? We got 2 minutes left. There was something else. Somebody said.
Well, I saw something.
Go ahead.
Chad Ochocinco's daughter is visiting Kentucky. If we get,
is she from Kentucky? Because he used to be down here a bunch.
If we get Shell to come here, she is one of the best middle distance runners in the country for her age group. That would be a big coup. Now, what I think is happening is Christian Coleman is training at University of Kentucky because he I guess Coach Green is his hired coach.
Okay.
If we get her, dude, that's huge.
Track?
Yeah, for track. We get a girl from Miami to come to Kentucky to run middle distance. We're not a middle distance school. We're not known for that. It's a track coup.
Does Alabama run around saying, hey, man, if we get this 3 tech or we get this guard, man, dude, track-wise, we at that level. Like, hey.
You're right.
We pulling that Steve. We pulling that famous Steve Spurrier line. Look, I want your kid to come to University of Kentucky. Truth be told, we gonna win with or without you. But I'm just extending the offer. I want your kid to play for the University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Hey, and that is a Steve Spurrier line. I've heard that from at least 4 people.
Yeah, I heard that. Anybody been recruited by Florida back then? That's what I heard. Somebody was concerned about our interest in kickers and punters. Is there a real concern there? Because every time we get a chance, we talking sports breakdown, everybody want me to tell about the kickers and punters. We don't see kickers and punters. There's a whole different aspect of you kicking and punting in practice or in a scrimmage than it is when it's an Auburn-Alabama game with 0 seconds left and it's 35 yards out.
That's why I don't know, in theory, how good Brian Johnson was, who kicked for us at UK.
Yeah.
I don't know how good. Like, I don't know if you put him next to Justin Tuck, if he could kick as well. I don't know. But I do know that MFer kicked some game-winning field goals and ain't touched the field until 5 seconds left in the game, and now a field goal to beat Indiana 3-0. So that's all I know. So you're right. You don't know until you know.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that marinate on everybody, and we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe, share, follow. I don't think we really cover what I really want to cover in basketball, but Oscar's coming back. Livingston probably. Wait a minute.
Livingston's gone.
Livingston's doing NBA. He's doing NBA.
Both of them.
Reeves apparently ain't even a UK student at this point.
Where, Anthony? I don't want to prolong this, but honestly, you think about Reeves, right? He's not Davion Mintz. I think Davion Mintz was cool coming off the bench.
I don't think he was really cool, but he gonna get more notoriety from coming off UK's bench than he will coming off.
That's what I'm saying. No one's cool coming off the bench, but I'm saying he was more open to it. Where's Austin Reeves' minutes gonna come? Don't we have a one?
Antonio Reeves, first effing of all, the biggest sports showing for the University of Kentucky. You call the man Austin Reeves?
I call him Austin. Did I just say Austin? I'm sorry, Antonio. I'm sorry. I meant to just say Reeves. My bad. If I said that, I apologize.
Yeah.
But where's minutes going to come from? And I don't mean that bad. He's not going to get more minutes than he got last year, is what I'm trying to say.
But last year, he did a lot to prove himself. Yeah, and what I was understanding was that his NBA workout didn't go as planned. Like, I don't even can't find other terms to really illustrate how it didn't go as planned. Like if you had a plan and you was reading it upside down and the numbers were and the pages were numbered backwards, that's how I heard it went. So my whole thing, I agree with you. I'm not against it. I agree with you. Maybe come back and do it on the UK stage. Here's the thing. Scouts and everybody going to be here to see DJ Wagner, Dillingham, Edwards, Bradshaw. Everybody going to be here to see. They probably be able to see Reed. I won't say Rashid, but Reed Shepard. So, I mean, I do say you come back, but only thing we're not gonna get it. We're gonna get this on Sunday morning when you come on, not next week, but the week after that, June 11th. Tune into the Sunday Morning Sports Talk 6:30 a.m. radio station. Van Howes will be joining me. Jack Pilgrim on the road. Larry Vaught via phone on vacation somewhere. But we are gonna kind of talk about that deal, the family being involved. That's why I kind of alluded to that today. Like a lot of Antonio Reed stuff is based off of. Because if you leave Illinois State to come to Kentucky, maybe you thought you was going to play, and he didn't really. But I'm thinking coming from Illinois State, you want to play, you ain't going to find much brighter lights. Even at this point, Duke's lights ain't that much brighter. Yeah. Kansas don't play that type of ball for your lights to be bright. North Carolina, the lights ain't that much brighter. Like, there really is nowhere for you to get to shine that you're going to get her, even if it is coming off the bench. Yeah. Because I know a guy named Devin Booker, not to be confused with Devin Leary. But, it is what it is. Take this last comment, then we up out of here. Moonshine, who showed up late, drinking moonshine, probably. Minutes at the 3. Edwards, small ball 4. Oh, yeah. No, we don't know about. Hey, we ain't got no 4. Anyway, we ain't 3, 4. It don't matter because we got 4s who want to be 3s, and that's why Livingston left. And to me, it don't matter. Like, what difference do it make? Only position that matters to me is the 1 or the 5. Because if you're the 5, we expect you to be down there. And if you're the 1, we expect you to break presses. And if you can't dribble, which I wasn't the best dribbler, that's why I was a 2. Otherwise, I would have been a 1.
You and me both.
So hey, just let me shoot. You Brad? Woo, 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 woo.
I was. What's the boy? His name is not Anthony. What's the boy played for UNLV Hunt?
Anderson Hunt.
He was smaller than what's the point guard name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah. He was smaller than him playing a 2 guard.
Anderson Hunt can shoot though.
That was me. I had no hand. I had 2 dribble handles. I can get to the elbow and rise up. Yeah, I was a 2 guard.
I wasn't breaking no press. Yeah, I wasn't breaking no press.
No.
So we'll see, man. I don't know if we're gonna do it 3 or 4. Living in the Philippines. Oh, he's in the Philippines.
Oh shit.
Man. We give you okay.
Moonshine, what the fuck? Have you moved there? Like, is this permanent?
We give you, I cut you a little slack. I appreciate you joining in from the Philippines, man.
Shit, no, Moons. I'm not cutting your ass no slack. If it's 12 hours difference, 8 o'clock in the morning, your ass should be up. Yeah,
9 o'clock in the morning. 12 hours different from me, Van, not you.
Okay, 9. So
and you doing missionary work. Come on, man.
Okay, all right.
Hey, you go that religious route. That's what you're gonna do. If you ever, whenever, and this is just straight comedy, and not these thoughts in mind. These thoughts of nobody's alone. Hey, whenever in a tight situation, go religious, go military. Nobody can say anything about you.
God, please and forgive me for making light of Moonshine's missionary work in the Philippines. I didn't mean it in any ill manner. Forgive me and bless me for now to forever. Amen.
At least you didn't cuss today.
So, I did cuss today a couple times.
I remember you cussing. You can say ass and damn.
Okay. Yeah,
unless you said the F or the S.
No, I don't think I said the F or the S today.
All right, yeah. So you was good. FCC.
Good,
so when we do go FCC provisionals, then you good. All right, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody, man. It's been one of the funner shows for me, and it had nothing to do with this Jesus juice I've been drinking. You see, it ain't no label on it. If anybody want any, I can send you some for $49.99, one vial, $49.99. It ain't the stuff that Michael Jackson had. I got it straight from UK facilities from Jim Madaleno. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Now I just did that because if I hear it come back, I know y'all don't want to told somebody outside of the locker circle.
Back.
So, but no, little Jesus juice. I'll send you some. Head on over to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like, subscribe, share, follow, bring a friend along, whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Ohio, whether you're in Louisiana, whether you're in the Philippines, whether you're in Canada. Join the show, share your comments, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook. I was seeing the comments on there. I have been seeing your comments, and we have been trying to get back to them. We are taking those in. So even when we offline, you can still comment on the shows.
Fact.
We appreciate you. Until next week, we out of here.